मैं डील करने का तरीका तो है ही नहीं मेरे पास। मैं सोचा तो बहुत फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश की बट नहीं मिला मुझे तरीका। फाइनली यही हुआ कि भाई जितना जिसको जलील करना है कर लो, है ना। ये जानते हुए भी कि इसका अफेक्ट मेरे बच्चों पे और यह मुझ पे कितना पड़ेगा, मेरे प्रोफेशन पे कितना पड़ेगा। बट फाइनली यही सोचा ठीक है, कल को अगर जॉबलेस हो गया मैं, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, क्या करें, हुआ है।
अफवाह तो आजकल हर ही जगह है ना, अफवाहें तो परेशान किए बैठी हैं हम लोग।
Like the film is set in limited hours. You know, एक start to finish कुछ घंटों की कहानी है और कुछ घंटों में बहुत सारी चीज़ें हो जाती हैं because it's a high-paced, entertaining thriller with some really quirky characters. तो हम कोशिश इंटरव्यू के वक्त यही कर रहे हैं कि कम से कम फिल्म के बारे में बात करें।
Hi, this is Samina Shaikh here on Mirchi Plus और मेरे साथ में आज Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Sudhir Mishra and Bhumi Pednekar welcoming all the trio on Mirchi Plus right now.
Thank you.
So आज सबसे फर्स्ट अफवाह क्या सुनी है तुम तीनों ने?
आज की पहली अफवाह ये थी कि अफवाह बहुत अच्छी फिल्म बनी है।
ऐसा सुना था मैंने।
अच्छा।
बाकी मैंने सुना है, अफवाह ये भी सुनी है कि इंडस्ट्री कुछ आजकल थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंट है, वापस एक ऊर्जा आ रही है नई, न्यू कॉन्फिडेंस। अफवाह सुनी, हो सकता सही हो। आजकल बॉम्बे थोड़ा सा इंडस्ट्री वापस थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस, तो थोड़ा घबरा गई थी साउथ से, अब थोड़ा वापस।
What about you, नवाज? क्या अफवाह सुनी है ऐसी?
हाँ, ये जो सर ने सुनी वैसे मैंने भी कुछ अफवाह सुनी थी।
अच्छा। But talking about this title of the movie, Sudhir sir, why did you choose the title Afwaah?
Because it's about it's I mean, it's all around us, rumors kill, dangerous, you create enough smoke and people think there's fire, right? So it was interesting to make a film where actually nothing has happened but so much happens as a consequence of nothing happening, and it becomes like a wild ride, exciting, interesting. It also seemed like a good basis for a thriller, with a kind of sharp comic edge, so which I like, and so it became that, and I thought it worked and it allowed you to explore a world, अफवाह तो आजकल हर ही जगह है ना, अफवाहें तो परेशान किए बैठी हैं हम लोग।
But going by your expression right now, Bhumi, you look like quite terrified, like पता नहीं क्या हो गया है। आप इस मोमेंट के बारे में कुछ बोलना चाहोगे? Like you are literally in that zone. क्या हुआ है ऐसे?
मतलब आई फील जब आपके साथ एक बेसलेस हैपनिंग हो जाती है और उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस कभी कभी आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो जाता है, तो मुझे लगता है किसी की भी शक्ल के इतने ही 12 बजे होंगे शक्ल के हैं, पर ऑब्वियसली इस स्पेसिफिक मोमेंट के बारे में नहीं बता पाऊंगी क्योंकि हमारी फिल्म एक बहुत ही लाइक द फिल्म इज सेट इन लिमिटेड आवर्स। एक स्टार्ट टू फिनिश कुछ घंटों की कहानी है और कुछ घंटों में बहुत सारी चीज़ें हो जाती है बिकॉज इट्स अ हाई पेस्ड एंटरटेनिंग thriller with some really quirky characters. तो हम कोशिश इंटरव्यू के वक्त यही कर रहे हैं कि कम से कम फिल्म के बारे में बात करें।
Nawaz, you also collaborated with Sudhir sir, in the past. You have worked with him in Serious Man, और अब ये फिल्म के साथ में, you're associating with it. What actually you liked in this? And going by the poster also, ऐसे नहीं लग रहा है कि सिर्फ, there is some, there might be some comedy scenes, but it looks like more of serious topic being discussed in this one. Going by, the particular poster right now, what I see. What you have to say on this?
अभी जैसे भूमि ने बताया कि मैं ज़्यादा कुछ तो बता नहीं सकता फिल्म के बारे में, बट हाँ ये है कि एक दूसरा जो एस्पेक्ट है, जैसे इस तरह के कैरेक्टर में कमी किए, एक नया डायमेंशन है पर्सनालिटी का जो फाइंड आउट किया हमने मिलके, तो वो है।
अचानक कुछ हो जाता है ना, जब किसी ने कुछ किया ही नहीं है और फिर कहा जाता है कि ये किया है उसने, so what happens,
And this also happens a lot with actors, even, Nawaz and Bhumi, you both have been in the industry for so long. And there might be some instances where you guys also might be feeling like, ये तो मैंने किया ही नहीं है. Or, I have not been in this zone, but, such things are coming out. How do you deal with such afwaah?
So far I've only ignored it, because it's not been big enough to have like a big effect on my life because they've been quite silly and so like baseless and coming out of nowhere. So after some time it automatically dies down because कुछ और आ जाता है उसके बाद, तो अब फिलहाल तक तो मैंने ignore ही किया.
Yeah, and it's worked for you that way.
Till now, but if it is something that really affects my loved ones, if it is something that harms my work and affects my work, and if need be, maybe I will deal with it then, but I feel the best way to deal with it is to let it pass.
What about you, Nawaz? You know, when such things keep on coming out, because being an actor it's like also being under scrutiny of your fans, of paps, of media for that matter. How do you deal with it?
मैं डील करने का तरीका तो है ही नहीं मेरे पास, मैं सच बताऊँ बहुत फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश की बट नहीं मिला मुझे तरीका। फाइनली यही हुआ कि भाई जितना जिसको जलील करना है कर लो, है ना। ये जानते हो भी कि इसका अफेक्ट मेरे बच्चों पे और यह मुझ पे कितना पड़ेगा, मेरे प्रोफेशन पे कितना पड़ेगा, बट फाइनली यही सोचा ठीक है, कल को अगर जॉबलेस हो गया मैं ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, क्या करें वो है।
सुधीर जी, बीच में एक ऐसा वीडियो आपका भी वायरल हो गया था, आप नहीं थे वो वीडियो में एक्चुअली, बट अ वीडियो बिकेम वायरल ऑन ड्यूरिंग द लॉकडाउन एंड अ मैन वाज बीन बीटन अप एंड यू नो पीपल थॉट लाइक इट्स यू एंड यू नो ऐसी ही अफवाह फैल चुकी थी। यस,
Yeah, a lot of my enemies got very pleased.
हाँ दे दो वही, हाँ
exactly. Sudhir Mishra finally.
You're joking, I don't know.
There was a proper video, like there's a proper video.
Then Mayank in midday they did an interview with the guy who was actually there.
But what was your own reaction? Because did you find it very finicky or like someone just, you know, doing this, you know, mischievous thing in a way? Aapka naam
No,
dal ke
I called some of my friends who were in the media and I said there's an interesting story. Who the hell was that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, it was me.
Yeah.
But who was he? You know. So you got a story there, you know. The guy whom you thought was Sudhir Mishra was actually so and so. So that's I was giving them peg for the story. You know. Yeah, no. So a lot of people thought it was. A lot of people got one very big star collapsed with laughter and was telling me. कि मैं बहुत खुश हुआ था कि तू पिटा. फिर पता चला कि तू नहीं था. तो मैं disappointed भी हुआ थोड़ा. I mean, this kind of jokes went around, which is all in good fun, you know.
Yeah. In a good way, in a good way, but yeah, sense of humor kind of.
See, you have to. I mean, that wasn't, you know. I mean, that time there was this one guy. Poor guy was walking around somewhere, and this was early lockdown. No.
Yeah.
So पुलिस वालों ने कहा कि क्या कर रहे हो? वो कुछ खरीदने गया था बेचारे, कुछ था. वो मेरे जैसा भी नहीं दिखता था, दाढ़ी वाड़ी थी उसके तो. पता नहीं. They thought he was me.
He just had a long hair
Long hair,
basically,
that's all,
and just side posture. It felt like maybe, you know, it's him, and it just became viral. And people just thought like, you know, it's him, and people were like, what happened to him? And people were concerned also, okay, why they would do something like this. So many people also started protesting कि क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसे भाई? वो कुछ लेने गए होंगे काम के लिए, you know, all that thing happened.
Living under a rock.
ऐसे कई लोगों ने ऐसा मेरी सहानुभूति भी बहुत क्यों मार रहे हो यार सुधीर मिश्रा को, तो ऐसा
मतलब ये किसी ने जानने की कोशिश नहीं की वही है या क्या?
फिर वो midday did a story with the actual guy.
But don't you also feel like to all three that in the presence of social media right now, sometimes it's so difficult to have that organic news, or sometimes the correct news, the accuracy of the news, you know, sometimes gets stagnant.
I feel at times you don't have control on how. There might be something that I might want to put out, but you just don't have control on how that narrative goes out, because you know there's so many people today with the camera around you, you know, any people form an opinion and they can write anything and people believe it, and it's very tough to go correct misinformation, right? So I think it's just exhausting right now. You know, you just get exhausted. You're like, you know what, करो जो करना, जो आपको जिस चीज़ से आपको खुशी मिल रही है आप कर लो, you know. So it just gets like you get tired, and that's why the only way you can stay sane is when you just keep working.
Yeah.
You know, you really hope कि आपका काम आपके personal life से ज़्यादा आवाज़ करेगी और आप आगे बढ़ते जाओ.
That's true. That's actually true. But what is the benefit of being a star, and what are the cons of being a star to both?
Yeah, I do think there are a lot of benefits. You know, matlab, I'm full of gratitude and very, very grateful, because this is the life, you know, we all want a bigger life, and more than anything else to be able to wake up and do something that you love every day. I feel I'm very fortunate, you know, because I'm earning my bread and butter through something I love. And so I don't know, I just think it's a very giving profession. It gives you a lot. It's tough. It takes a lot from you as well, but when it starts giving, it gives you, at least that has been my experience so far.
What about you, Nawaz? What do you have to say?
डेफिनेटली अल्टीमेटली वही होता है कि आपका काम ही फिर आपका साथ देता है ना. अगर आपके बारे में दुनिया भर की चीज़ें कही जा रही हैं, उसको उस डैमेज को तो आप कंप्लीट नहीं वो नहीं कर सकते, बट तो थोड़ा कूल रहें, चुपचाप रहें, नेक्स्ट जो काम आएगा उसमें फिर वही होता है कि वो उससे पूर्ति होती है जो आपको लाइक करते हैं, जो आपके काम को रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं, उन्हीं के लिए वो होता है कि भाई फाइनली आप ही का अल्टीमेटली आपका हार्ड वर्क, आपकी मेहनत, आपका पैशन और आपका जो सिनेमा, आपका जो फिल्म है, फिर वही काम आता है अल्टीमेटली, काम ही आता है काम.
So then what do you have to say about Anurag Kashyap's comment recently? He calls you hypochondriac. Are you that sort of a
he's
person?
kidding. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. So is he.
Yeah.
So is
Because
he.
he's like, you keep on wearing 4 masks.
Yeah,
even
that's
now.
true. The first time I met him, he had 4
yeah.
masks, and I was like, how has he fit all of them on his face? He still has
No,
one.
I was living with my mother, you know, who was 92. So whenever I went and met anyone shooting, I was wearing more than one mask. Because then she was calling me and I was like, there, no, with her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she got COVID at that time,
Yeah.
then, you know, it was another story. So, yeah, but he was taking the mickey out of me, you know. थोड़ा मोटा हो गया ना इसलिए वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा बकवास कर
To
ओ
both
भाई
of
है
you.
मेरा छोटा
Yeah, he's
उसको
been
हक
very
भी है।
close to you like that.
हाँ,
Yeah.
तो उसको हक भी है ना बोलने का कुछ ऐसा क्या है मतलब ऐसा सीधी सीधी बातें करेंगे हमेशा अच्छी एक दूसरे के बारे में तो
बोर हो
फिर तो
जाएंगे।
दोस्त है नहीं फिर तो भाई है नहीं अगर ये कहना पड़े ना तो फिर तो नहीं है तो वो इसी
You have to keep on like taking case of each other.
he
right?
doesn't know it but he loves me
He doesn't.
उसको ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं लेकिन
हाँ.
उसको अंदर से बहुत इश्क है मुझसे तो क्या करें बेचारा कहना पड़ा था उसको कुछ इश्क निकलता है
Ishq nikalta hai, but ishq is what all we want.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but to both of you, what do you have to say about the pap culture currently? Because you know it's something which wherever the celebrity gets spotted, you know they are capturing and all, you know getting into their personal spaces. What are your thoughts on that?
I think most times it's been very pleasant. You know, if you request them, they don't. Most times, you know, but I mean, you know, it's such a big community. You can't have control on everyone. And nowadays, anybody with a phone is a pap, right? There's so many blogs where you don't even need to be within the media community.
Yeah.
But if you have a phone and you can put it on these blogs, so that it's not about the pap culture. I think it is just about privacy in general. You know, because at least like the media, you can request them.
Yeah.
You know, and most times, you know, it's a good give and take that you have, you know, where they respect what you want, and you know, we oblige by making our presence felt when they want a picture, right? But what do you do about the others where you don't know somebody's filming you, or we don't know somebody's clicking a picture and it goes out? That is real invasion of privacy, because you can't even catch hold of that anonymous person and have him pull it down. You know, it can be your mother, it can be your children, it can be, you know, anything.
What you have to say, Nawaz?
क्या सर
पैप कल्चर जो चल रहा है कैप्चर कर लेना कहीं पर भी यू नो प्रिवेसी केस पर and at the same time the question continues about fans as well, you know so many times actors are coming from the airport and you know fans just like you know spurt out completely and you know that बीच में आ जाते हैं कितनी बार pictures click करने के लिए you know then manhandle भी होता है. So what are your thoughts? Like recently it happened with Akshay Kumar on the you know while promoting selfie and some person just tried to click a picture and you know got so desperate that the security had to stop him and all. So what do you have to say about this, you know, the ongoing frenzy taking place around a star?
हाँ तो थोड़ा ख्याल रखना चाहिए कोई एक्सीडेंट ना हो जाए यही है बस.
Okay, so quickly before I let both of you go, there's a very small segment which I'm going to play, very small basically, which is unknown facts about the co-star. So I'm going to ask you some questions about Bhumi Pednekar and some questions to you about Nawazuddin, and in case if you know or no.
Okay.
Okay.
ये तो
So Nawazuddin worked as a dash and dash in his early stage.
बहुत मुश्किल सवाल है.
बहुत करियर के यानी स्टार्टिंग में नवाजुद्दीन had worked as a
Monk?
before an actor.
You can't work as a monk. It can be your want to become one. That I know. I have no idea.
He worked as a watchman.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, Bhumi Pednekar was an AD in this movie of Shahrukh Khan's. Hint sports पर है.
नहीं,
चक दे.
आपका यही wrong है.
No, you were an AD,
Chak De?
assistant
No.
director. Okay. It's
No, I was in school when चक दे हट का हूँ. मैं
Okay.
बोल रही हूँ ये सब कुछ भी होता है. मैं खुद शौक पे चली
बताओ.
जाती हूँ इंटरनेट पे.
Really?
ये तो I
अफवाह
think
है.
you came post
Thank you for
2008
clarifying
or
this.
something,
This is
no?
Afwaah. You know, this is a
Afwaah.
No, I
clarification
started
for me.
working in 2011.
Yeah.
With Shanu.
Yeah, in 2011.
Okay, so Bhumi Pednekar was an
When
AD.
was Chak De? 2000?
But she was an AD for sure.
Eight.
So
Yeah,
if
I
you
was
could
an
name
AD.
one of the movies on which she was an AD. Okay, she gave a break to a very brilliant actor who has worked with Sanjay Leela Bhansali quite often and who is very vibrant and all. Example.
This is true.
Yeah.
But I didn't give him a break.
Yeah,
I was a part of his auditioning process.
Film. Hint, he's married to a very beautiful actress who recently worked with Shahrukh.
Ranveer Singh.
See, I gave a very big hint, I think. Okay, last two questions to both of you because I have to wrap up also. So, Nawazuddin played the role of a tree in a play called...
बहुत मुश्किल है.
She made face. Okay, so ठीक है.
No, this is very, but actually, I want to know the answer.
Yeah.
हाँ मैंने प्ले किया था इसमें पेड़ बना हुआ था मनोज वाजपेयी उसमें मेन लीड कर रहे
आपके
थे.
मेरी इसके बारे में बात हुई है.
हाँ तो हम लोग बिल्कुल ऐसे करके पेड़ बने
इसका नाम क्या है प्ले का?
उलझन
उलझन.
नाम था
उलझन.
प्ले का.
Okay, last question for Nawazuddin to you basically is this dialogue from Nawazuddin's movie was something the actor used in real life as well for his then girlfriend. This dialogue. So what was the dialogue basically?
Is it from Gangs of Wasseypur?
Yes. It's a very famous dialogue.
Arey, I know,
Which we use
and I
most of the
spoke about
times,
it also.
Like even now for memes and all.
I spoke about it also कि sir today when you were talking about memes, क्या आपको पता नहीं उस डायलॉग पे कितने memes है, but now I've blanked out.
आपको permission लेना चाहिए
Permission.
था. Okay, last two questions for Bhumi Pednekar. Bhumi Pednekar is a big fan of this actor and she's watched his movie 100 times apparently.
This is
that
a
true?
rumor.
I
I
thank
don't
you.
even want to talk about it.
Thank you for saying that.
I've said
actually.
it 100 times.
And thank you for saying
But see,
that. This
that's
I'm
the
going
thing.
to-
That's the thing. This was a rumor. I don't know where it came
My
from.
God.
And now people, every interview I'm asked this. यही होता है अफवाह का power.
अफवाह.
Okay, last one question. Bhumi Pednekar watched a debut movie these many times.
This is true.
More than these many times actually. She's crossed a certain amount. Her first movie, which was her debut movie,
हाँ,
दम
लगा के
दम लगा के ऐसा मैंने
Sorry,
बहुत
दम
बार
लगा
सर
के
थिएटर में देखी है.
कितनी बार
मुझे
देखा
कितने
है?
बार देखी होगी.
2-3 ऑप्शन दो ना कितनी
हाँ
बार देखी
ये
है?
बनता है ना वरना
कौन
कैसे?
बनेगा करोड़पति चल रहा है
हाँ,
actually.
it's a tough one. वो तो कितना भी रेंज हो सकता है इंसान का पागलपन
Okay.
कितना भी हो सकता है.
Half century, 75 or 100?
हाफ सेंचुरी.
Actually 27 times देखी है to be precise.
Actual में?
Actual में 20
27.
थिएटर में.
थिएटर में.
सर जुनून पहली फिल्म का हर बार मैं जाके ऑडियंस के साथ देखी.
Okay, cool. This was the last question for Bhumi Pednekar and इसमें 2 अफवाह clarification हो चुका है Bhumi Pednekar को लेकर.
Clearly मेरे बारे में
Which is
सारे
literally the
rumors
अफवाह
हैं.
actually.
एग्जैक्टली वो
But before I let both of you go and all the three go, I want to know your upcoming projects apart from Afwaah you guys are working on. Start with you, sir.
तुम ही कर रहे होगे दादा.
So we have Bheed, you know, which Anubhav sir has directed, which will be out. Then there is, there are quite a few good ones. Few haven't been announced, so I won't speak about them. But there's Lady Killer with Arjun. It's going to be a packed year. I
Okay.
know that for sure.
Cross fingers. What about you, sir? What are you working on?
I'm doing a film. Besides Afwaah, I'm writing a film,
Okay.
which somebody or the other will produce.
And will we
I
see
guess.
Serious Man 2 happening?
Serious Man 2 कहाँ से होगी?
आप करने वाले हो ऐसे कुछ है?
नहीं Serious Man 2 नहीं होगी.
Okay. What
But
about
we'll
you?
make an. I'm doing a series on the 70s emergency that I've written, that I'm doing, and I'm doing a film which is. See, a long time ago, a very big director called Akira Kurosawa told me that beta, he didn't say beta, he said son.
But like literally,
To a lot of us, to 20 of us, that the film that gets produced is the film that gets made.
Correct.
So always have 20 films in your pocket. You never know which one will get produced. So you don't answer these questions. But those of us who make difficult questions, films, we never know when the film will slip. Wah ban gayi, right? It could have slipped 1 minute, 2. So it's a. Those of us who don't make conventional films, अभी कश्यप एक फिल्म बना रहा था, अभी कोई दूसरी बना रहा है.
Yes.
So, वो पता नहीं है जो टेढ़ी फिल्में बनाते हैं उनके साथ ये बहुत होता है. कन्वेंशनल नहीं है ना. और वैसे भी फिल्मों में ये बहुत होता है. आप बड़े स्टार के साथ भी बना रहे होंगे और फिर पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है. You never know. Cinema is a you got to get used to it. But I will do a series and a film. Which film? Who knows? I'm writing 3. I want to do one romantic film with him. I don't know which he is.
What about you, Nawaz? What are you working on?
मैं एक फिल्म करने जा रहा हूँ, छोटी सी फिल्म है, बाहर जा रहा हूँ करने।
अच्छा, आप यानी रिवील नहीं करोगे? Well, thank you so much for your lovely time and all the very best for Afwaah. And I
Thank
hope
you.
to hear more Afwaah about
Thank
this
you.
movie.